I just like to ease into it. Pause, but
pause. Yeah, we gotta stop. We gotta slow down though.
On the pause shit, right?
What's wrong with ease into it?
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think there's an age limit to when you should stop saying pause.
Age limit or just a mindset?
Maturity, age, okay. Whatever you want to do it, you know?
What's the age limit?
I just think if you're at a certain age, you're still saying pause.
So that's what I'm saying. You classify, what's the age then?
I'm going to be gentle because I know you guys are a little bit older and still say it, but I'm going to go 40.
40?
I'm going to go 40.
And I'm going to say mentality because I would say somebody should be able to say ease into it.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just like, even if someone was 18, I'd be like, you didn't have to say pause.
Exactly. So you
making anything.
I said pause because I thought you might have felt some
exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's why I had to change the narrative right here today.
So now
we just, you know what I'm saying? Now we better live.
Come on, we got Keem on the podcast.
We better living now.
Welcome. I appreciate you for pulling up, taking time out the day.
Better living.
And I just want to start off by saying, I'm a fan, first and foremost.
Fan. All right, thank you, man. See.
Well, you don't like that? Don't act like you don't like that shit, though.
I'm telling you, that's uncomfortable. That's
why?
Fan, whatever. But I'm accepting the love. I appreciate that. It's just uncomfortable.
What is uncomfortable about it? Just
it's called something when somebody, like I said this before. When it comes to like birthday time and all that, I get to running. My family always trying to do something for me, but I'm like, no, I don't want to do nothing. I like to get away. You know what I'm saying?
Is it the attention?
I don't like walking into big rooms where a lot of people already in there. Yeah, I gotta ease my way into it. You feel me? I just walking in is like anxiety.
But have you always been like that?
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, because that's kind of how I am too. I was just talking to my girl about it, and she was just saying like, I was telling her how I get social anxiety, and she's like, sometimes you don't. Like sometimes you like the attention.
Right.
And I'm like, it kind of it depends on what's going on.
Exactly. No, it's the same way with me. I'm like, I learned that I'm like, after I heard Dot say that shit, extroverted. He said introverted, extrovert, something like that.
Yeah.
I ain't never heard nobody say it together. Like you can be both. I thought you just had to be one. You know what I'm saying? But definitely in different environments, I'm for sure you'll like not think you know me. You know what I'm saying? Based on how I'm acting in this environment, opposed to over here, I'm just quiet, sit back, watching everybody.
Is that the Gemini in you?
Yeah, I'm sure. Cause I gotta learn. I just gotta peep. I gotta see everything. You know what I'm saying? Before by the time I'm like that comfortable, I already kind of know what I'm dealing with, who I'm dealing with. You know what I mean?
I just think that's kind of interesting because you are on the podcast and you are like getting this fan base. So it's kind of like it's gonna come, like just the fan love and people showing appreciation and putting yourself out there,
Yeah,
like,
it's been nothing but love too. Like literally in real life, moving around, it'd be cool. It'd be real good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not, and even that'd be weird. I might be in line somewhere and I'm in line, right? We regular, being quiet about the order, and somebody just get to talking to me and I get right back to talking to them. But now the cashier looking at me like, who are you? You know what I'm saying? That should be weird for me. Like I just don't bask in attention like that.
Is it because you don't want to come off as like fake or superficial or
something like that? Yeah. Is that the imposter syndrome shit?
I don't know. I feel like it might be.
I think that's along the lines. People be trying to throw that imposter syndrome at me lately, but I think that's along the lines.
Yeah,
I don't
because
know the definition of it is though, but I think it's along the lines.
I kind of relate to you in that sense too, where it's like it's not like we want fame or we're chasing fame, but we're just trying to make an impact on people's lives.
Right.
As kind of like, it kind of sounds pretty cliche, but I feel like being able to keep it real and then also growing an audience and kind of not being aware or maybe necessarily ready for the attention.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like a thing you gotta get ready for if you want to be in the spotlight. And someone like you who's been behind the scenes now coming to the spotlight, kind of like how I am, where I'm like a behind the scenes dude, and now I've been trying to be in the spotlight more.
Yeah,
it's like something we got to deal with.
Nah, for sure, come with it. That's the reason why I be saying like I yell out I love us and shit like that, because that's just the energy I'm coming with. So even if I'm quiet or whatever, like if I'm standoffish or whatever I'm doing, I'm not even judging you for like when people don't call me for weeks and shit like that. I don't even be judging them. I be getting it because I'm not a good communicator like that.
But have you always been opinionated?
Hell yeah.
Because I was watching that interview you did. You've only done one interview.
That came out, yeah. Like I did something with a couple of homegirls that they doing some shit with, like, you know what I mean? Podcast type
Okay,
shit.
well, shout out to, was it Black with No Cream?
Black with No Cream, yeah.
And you did an interview there, and you're basically talking, or I heard you guys sharing that when you were on Instagram, you would like voice your opinion and kind of post every day and kind of like
a lot, yeah.
Share how you're feeling.
The homies used to call me, what they used to call me, man?
Stupid genius?
That was what I called myself. They didn't want to call me that. That's what I felt about myself always, but they would get the jokes, you know what I'm saying? They called me Maury Povich or some shit like that. You feel me? Because I'm always opinionated. I'm always coming with the, talking about the theories and all that. I just never was like just hot topics or just the giggly shit everybody else doing. I'm going to come left field every time with my stance or my conversation, you know what I'm saying? So, and then I was doing that same shit on the ground. I was always, you know, that's the heavy write your post. Well, you know what I'm saying, a few years ago, heavy write the post, and that was like your post. Write a whole lot of words and post it.
I would just think like for me,
what's it just called, memes, right?
Yeah, post like you would post memes.
I write them myself.
So you would make memes,
basically. It's like me writing them. I'm writing the caption, just a long ass tweet, basically. I just wasn't using Twitter.
So you were just black square, just getting your thoughts off.
Getting thoughts off.
That's crazy.
That's
crazy.
On me, I'm getting thoughts off.
But
was it in a moment too?
Was the story around, like the Instagram story and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Because I think
that too.
Well, that's what I'm so interested about. Is like, on one end, you could be like, I don't like attention or I don't like being called that, but then also I'm going out of my way to voice my opinion so people will either agree or disagree with me. So it's like,
and that's why it's probably just your shit deeply rooted in insecurity or something like that.
I mean, that's what people will say. You could.
Mine's, I do know that though. I do know like it is stem from, you know what I mean?
There are aspects of insecurity. Like I'm not gonna act like it's not. Yeah. But also too, I feel like there's just, I'm an overthinker.
Yeah, same.
I overthink this the dumbest shit.
Yeah.
And it's just like, why am I,
you overthinking like me pulling up and shit?
I was overthinking the fact that you texted me first saying I got my car towed. So I'm just like, okay, so
someone stole my car.
Does that? So I get a text from Keem this morning. I double check, make sure he's on. He said, if we're on for 1 p.m. today, he said, my car got towed. So I'm thinking like, I like to think about all the circumstances of like what this message might mean.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay, one, he's either making an excuse, he doesn't want to pull up, or he's just busy.
Or the car got towed, man.
Well, yeah, busy with the car getting towed. That's what what I mean. So. Yeah. I like to think the most like I'm like, nah, if he's a straight shooter, he would just tell me if he's busy or whatever. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna X that one out. I genuinely think, yeah, he got his car towed. It is what it is. He's busy right now. So I hit you back like, all right, we'll do it another day because I get it. Like that shit sucks. Yeah. You got shit to deal with, but it's just unnecessary overthinking on just like one simple text.
Yeah, nah, man. So the reason, okay, we're talking about the IG shit, and yeah, that's shocking to a lot of people. Me even doing this shit, it's shocking to a lot of people. But then, if you ask like, I don't know, I see people from like elementary and middle school sometimes, and they not shocked at all. It's a lot of people that's not shocked at all. Or even when I was at TSA, it's a lot of people that like, nah, that's Keem all day. He's just talking shit, playing all day. Then I got family members and shit like that. Like, nah, I ain't never seen this side of him or this active or this vocal, you know what I'm saying?
So when you get on camera, do you get like kind of nervous or kind of like some jitters?
Yeah, that's why I asked for that shot. So yeah, but some days I don't. But when it come in, when it's lights and shit like this and all that, then yeah, it's like, what's going on?
And if you feel like the Apollo was too lights, camera, action vibes, it would be a type of.
It just gonna be an adjustment. I'm gonna make it. I'm with it, you know what I'm saying? That's the point where I'm at with it now. I'm just leaning into all the adversity. Whatever comes through, all my insecurities and doubts, all that shit, overthinking, I just go with it, lean into it, and then it just keep on getting better for me.
Yeah, because I feel like
I normally run away from that shit.
I feel like a part of life is like overcoming those. You know what I'm saying? It's like growing out of that. Whether, you know, you're always going to have those negative thoughts or that insecurity telling you, hey, man, maybe I'm not the one to do this.
Right.
But I kind of find, I find I like challenges.
Yeah, for
and,
sure.
And I like the challenge of like, no, like I really want to do this. I'm going to overcome whatever the fuck I'm thinking here.
Yeah.
Because people are gravitating to my content or to what I'm saying.
Nah, shout outs to the people, because it's definitely, you know, and I shout outs to the motherfuckers, like say, you know, Mac, Moose, you know what I mean? He's my brother. So like they hit me saying some shit, talking shit sometimes. And they tell me my responses is too sensitive. And they come in constructive, you know what I mean? I'm like, no, it's not. I'm taking it. I respect it and all that, but this is my response though. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't feel no way about, how can I try to say it? I don't feel no way about the thought no more how I used to, like what people had to say or they criticism, whatever the case may be. It used to hit me more, not like recently, but like years ago.
Are you okay? So criticism in like people DMing you or what? Because have you always been in the spotlight? Have you always been like?
No, I mean,
like
I've been doing, of course, TDE, like with this, that's the thing too. I feel like part of the reason why like the love been what it's been, I definitely been moving around. I moved around the world a few times just doing this shit, and it's the energy is the same wherever I go. So it's a lot of people already, you know what I'm saying, was waiting on me to even fall into something like this, doing this type of shit. You know what I mean? So now that I'm doing it, they falling through for me. You know what I mean?
I mean, even going back to that podcast or that interview you did that I was watching, that was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And you were talking about how you wanted to start a podcast and kind of, you know.
Crazy. I did some pussy shit too. That was 5 years ago?
That was close to 5 years ago, yeah.
So I think that was right after the tour. Did I bring up the fact that I had brought equipment on tour and shit?
No. I mean, maybe you had.
Bro, we had the championship tour, and I had already just got off tour. Yeah, we just got off the Blank Face tour. And in that time, I went and bought all the shit. I bought the $500 mics, 2 of them motherfuckers. I had everything. And then we go to the championship tour coming up. It's with everybody on there. And I had all the shit with me. I brought it on the bus. Nobody knew I brought this shit though. I had it under the bus and never brought it out. Like that's insane content or interviews, streams, whatever I could have did at that moment. And I had it, you know what I'm saying? I was the only one thinking like that, but had the whole setup under the bus and never brought that shit out.
Why though? You didn't want to be that person to ask?
Yeah.
Because that's exactly how I am sometimes. I'm a cameraman, and sometimes I envy those cameramen who can just come up, not even know someone, put the camera in bro's face, like, because technically they're doing their job.
Right.
But it's like I kind of feel like there's like a way to go about it, you know.
It's a way to go about it, but I rock with them people. As somebody who had to like manage the cameramans that come around and everything, the ones that want to play it cool, yeah, like they don't work out, whether they nice or not, because you need the one like you damn near you're invisible basically.
You're like a fly on the wall.
Yeah, so if they tell you to stop, it's the artist's job to tell you to stop. Of course you go, you know, pick up on certain shit, but that's how you learn the artist stuff. Being right there or whoever, you know what I'm saying, you can film it, being the fly on the wall. To the point where you so much of a fly, they forget sometimes, and then sometimes it's like an irritating fly, they go try to swat the shit out to get out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
kind of all. It's like if you get hired by them and everything, that's what they want you to do.
So you got all this gear, you had it on tour in the boxes, you didn't even unpack it. Did you tell anyone about it?
I may have told Moose, maybe told him, but he didn't go on tour with us. But nah.
And the content space back then though, like it was kind of like a stigma around it, where it's like, you know, like, bro, get that camera. I'm not trying to make your shit pop off.
That's all it was. That's literally what it was. Like, bro, you need to go get your numbers up and all that.
Yeah.
And I'm a person who traveled already. I didn't travel so many radio stations. That's how not shout out to the radio stations, but majority of those artist runs that they do is bullshit. They go take you to some bullshit, a personal relationship and like that. I didn't learn that until later. Like, that was just a personal relationship. Yeah. And now when I look back, like, views wise or whatever the case may be, it's like, no, it's just because it got brought to you through this connect or whatever relationship, it seemed heavier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I can do the same shit. Like that's how I felt. I can do the same shit, but you know, in my head didn't do it, man. Lost out in the moment, man. You know what I mean? Better living.
Yeah. Do you feel like how do you feel about the current content space?
Fuck with it. Like, what you mean? Like overall?
Well, I mean, I just think nowadays people are a lot more in tune. Like I think it's pretty genius to have in-house content creators or that in-house machine. Mm-hmm. Rather than having to go do that radio station. It's like, no, I come sit on the Apollo and shoot the shit with my homies, and they're gonna get way better information than what a radio station would ask me.
Nah, for sure. It's gonna be that, but until it's like, then it's gonna turn into like record labels with merch. You ain't gonna really see nobody from OVO wearing TDE merch and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So it's still gonna cut off. Everybody just keep. It's
gotta be like some Ghost Rich shit where it's like, all right, we can't really tell.
Yeah, it has
that we're like controlling this.
Yeah, it has to be.
Okay, I get it.
Because then everybody just stay today. But politicked up.
But also too, it's like an artist collabing though. It's like a TD artist can work with an OVO artist. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, come fuck with us.
That's now, yeah, for sure. But we just talking about like the normal ego and pride and all that. It's just like, no. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like,
why? Because they want to control.
Why you got nobody else's logo up there right now?
Well, this is my shit.
Exactly.
But hey, if you wanted a TDE logo, I'll put it up, man. What's up?
Okay, I get that, and that's okay. Now you are.
Is that thirsty though?
No, that's the people that build the bridges. Those are the ones that keep it going. You know what I mean? Everybody not gonna be like that though. You feel me? So yeah, shout out to you. Shout out to
because that's one thing I do appreciate about you too is like. You always are pushing this like no ego shit, calmest man wins type vibe, and I'm just curious, like, did that help you in business or like do you have to learn the hard way?
Shout outs to business, man. I am like business. I'm not. How can I say it? I'm moving. It's working purely off like on some love shit, love for real. I'm not even being cliche right now. It ain't my business acumen or how I'm handling it. I'm just literally being myself, being honest about my process, the whole shit. And people knowing me before I even had kids, like people knew what type, like my character, as far as I used to always have my nieces and nephews with me and everything. So
where is the line drawn between like, okay, I'm gonna remain calm and laugh this off, or is like I need to check some shit where it's like
your intent?
Their intent? Yeah. Or so the person who you feel disrespected?
Yeah, if your intent is to, now, I mean, I can have a conversation for sure. You can get mad, I can get mad, that's cool. And we can both stay on this side of the table. But once I feel like your intent is like you coming to hurt, then of course, yeah, it's still the calmest man win, but and it's still I love us, and it's still, but I love me, you feel me? So yeah,
because I'm just always I'm kind of fascinated at that concept of just like, okay, no, like never really show your true emotion when it comes to like, I mean, for this example, business or podcasting or just in general in terms of just like, all right, once they know my emotion, people can use that against me.
For sure, yeah.
So it's like being able to control that and being able to know like, all right, I'm gonna let that shit slide, but I'm not gonna let that shit slide. Mm-hmm. Like how do you make that decision? That's where I'm always just like, because a lot of people can say, oh, you're like, it's not the manly thing to do, or it's like you're not, like I like someone presses you, or maybe not even presses you, but you like someone can interpret that as being pressed, and it could be physical, or the same person can be like, or a different person, but the same incident.
You take it out on this person and all that shit.
Or they just don't react, and then their seem is like, oh, you kind of just let bro get on you. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, but even when that's being said, you let bro get on you. Like if you even seen it, if you felt that much about it, then if you love me, then fuck what I did. You should be going to go get that bro now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's an easy flip back to like, what are you really trying to do? I'm cool with it. I let that go. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got bigger things to do. I'm not even looking at it the same way. You know what I'm saying? That person, they was probably literally that fucked up in their day, you know what I'm saying, that they had to get at me. But it's like, if I can, I'm not reacting in that fashion. If we want to play and talk shit, yeah, I do that all day. But as far as like serious, nah, hell no.
All right, so let's get some background on Keem. Like, you've always been a shit talker.
Yeah.
See, I appreciate that because it's fun, you know. Like,
Yeah.
you're like a button pusher. You like to push people's buttons.
Yeah. It's just yeah.
And did that get you in trouble as a kid, or get you in a lot of fights, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of hard to be the calmest man, but also be pushing a lot of buttons.
Nah, but yeah, the calmest man shit really didn't come into play until like that's some shit I'm practicing right now.
Okay,
that's
see,
just,
so it's practice. Like,
yeah,
it's
practice,
like a real thing. Like,
yeah,
it's
man.
hard. It's hard to be the calmest man.
No, literally, this is, and mind you, man. That's why I be saying truth in the details. It's it's some people that's gonna see this gonna be like, man, Keem ain't no calmest man. Like, he tripping and all that, whatever. But I trip for sure and all that. I try to my preaching calmest man though. If I want to like manifest something, that's what I'm manifesting. I'm gonna keep throwing that out there. The calmest man wins. You get what I'm trying to say? So it ain't something I got down packed though. But what was your question before that?
Growing up, what was it like for you? Were you getting in fights a lot, or were you?
Yeah, I got into a lot of fights and shit. Like just at school though. School, because I was just a rebel when it comes to like teachers and authority. Authority, it ain't gonna make sense for me, especially like abusing your authority and all that. I'm respectful and all that, but just authority. And yeah, I got into fights like with kids, like yeah, for sure, but not like I wasn't a bad kid though. Can't explain it. At school, it was always a different thing for me though, because now I'm going to school with my own set of insecurities, whatever I got going on at home. You know what I mean? So I'm just already on edge, period, just as a kid in that classroom. And, you know.
Do you feel like you lacked healthy outlets to like release that energy, or to like figure out how I'm actually feeling?
Hell yeah, for sure. Yeah. That's tight. I ain't even healthy outlets. I never heard it put that way, but yeah, definitely, for sure. Yeah.
Because I mean, some people will be like, oh, I play football, I do sports, I get that energy, I'll work out, I'll fucking write about it, even therapy, you know, I'll talk about it to someone.
Yeah, nah, definitely. I didn't definitely have them type of outlets or nothing like that. I played outside though. but that was even a thing though, because I moved so much.
Yeah, so where are you actually from, or where'd you grow up in?
Shit, across the city, man. Like literally, I'm gonna do a vlog. I'm gonna do a vlog and go through all the locations I lived at and went to school at before I even, you know what I'm saying, hit 16. I'm gonna do that because it's like, I mean, I can tell you somewhere my best moments is at with cities and shit, but which is like Glenwood. That's where my auntie and uncle live, and my cousins, my grandma. That was like, that house is still there. Family house that's been there for years before I was born. And shit, Carson, I spent like 4 or 5 years there.
Why were you moving around?
Shit, parents, you know, and it wasn't.
They were like divorced or something?
No, they was together, but he did. It's just it was never no, what's that called? No foundation. No crib. You know what I mean? It was always apartment. Or we live with someone. You know, just bounced around a lot.
You grew up with siblings?
No, my siblings is older than me though. They was out the house.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was dolo basically. I was by myself.
So you're this like, not an only child, but it kind of felt like being an only child.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely was the only child because I had all them nights. It was just me.
And having to move around as a kid, probably that shit was probably frustrating as hell.
But you don't see that though. Like now I get it. You know what I'm saying? As I got older, I was able to just start forgiving my parents for shit. I'm thinking like, what the fuck? When you're a kid, you be hot at your parents like, why the fuck we got this and why are we going through
and
this?
then you realize, damn, they're just trying to make ends meet and figure this shit out.
You know what I'm saying? And shout outs. And I love them to death for that, like I always. But far as, what was you saying?
Like moving around as a kid?
Yeah. Now I see it differently now. Like, damn, this is the reason why. Like my anxiety is the way it is.
But did you have resentment towards your parents? Like,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
So were you like moving schools frequently too?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, see, so that's like, it's like, how can I build a friend group? How can I build a childhood when I'm constantly being introduced to new people and new things all the time.
Exactly.
It's like
that's what I'm saying. I went to like 12 different schools before.
12 different schools?
Yeah. Before I was even, by the time I was 16, I did two more schools after that. But so yeah, 12 schools throughout my year. 12 schools altogether and moved like 15 different places.
Oh my God.
So it was just a lot of,
just moving. I mean,
and I had my nieces and nephews too, which is like my brother and sister. I used to be around them, you know what I mean, going to their houses and shit. But with me and my parents, it was just me at the crib.
Damn. And so did you play sports or did you do anything as a kid? Or?
I played, my big brother put me in, he had me in like 1.5 a year or so. Flag when I was about 7 or 8. And then he got me again when I was about 10 for like I said, half a year.
Did you try any of the arts or anything too?
I used to get in trouble, right? So I'm told you I was a rebel against the teachers and shit, just disobedient and all that. And shout out to Dr. Kawasaki. She looked like Miss Doubtfire. Like she used to scare me actually, but she used to put me on punishment and shit. And she started teaching me piano. You feel me? And I definitely didn't care for her, but I ended up like growing this real love that I would never even admit to her. You know what I'm saying? I would never like tell her or tell the other students I really like Dr. Miss K.
Why, were you embarrassed or something?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to play it cool because I was already class clown and shit, but she got me standing around and learning some shit and actually like not knowing some shit to learning some shit is like a feeling. You know, it's one of them endorphin feelings that when you talk about the healthy outlets, that was a healthy outlet right there. But it was like one of these it
was like a dirty secret type of thing, right? Where it's like, I don't want to be clown. I don't want to be the dude. I don't want to get teased for fucking playing piano right now.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I didn't.
Kids are ruthless, bro.
It's crazy. But I was ruthless on myself because that was like I didn't have nothing to worry about in that classroom. I just wanted to keep on keeping this image up, which is fucking me over. But to the point I did, this is actually when like Selena had passed, I think. We had a assembly, and I was supposed to perform with her and shit. And I get up there and just start acting out, man.
Oh fuck, dude.
Once again, like self-sabotage, do that shit on purpose.
Wait, you were slamming the keys and fucking shit up or what?
No, I wasn't even putting my hands on it. I was just sitting there just acting.
But did you remember it?
No, I knew.
Like you knew how to do it?
I knew how to do it.
Damn.
I knew how to do it. I just wanted to not
give her that validation.
And I didn't want the attention of everybody looking at me. I wanted to more so look like a kid that didn't want to be here, opposed to like, I know y'all here for me and just do the job.
Damn.
You feel me? Just because I didn't want even the claps afterwards. That shit would have fucked me up. Like, ooh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, you know, yeah.
Damn, so you were supposed to be a professional piano player, man. You could have been Alicia Keys.
Well, I couldn't be.
That's all I know, man. I'm just referring to that one. What, Beethoven?
No, what's my god name? The light skinned cat.
Who?
Damn.
John Legend?
John Legend.
Oh,
yeah,
John Legend. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, we get John Legend.
I'm definitely playing way more Alicia Keys than John Legend. And I'm sorry, that's just John. I'm not trying to discredit John Legend. I'm not trying to take away from anything he's got going. You know, but
we're just ordinary people. Yeah.
I feel like that would have been extra if I would have been like called you John Lennon though, like or John Legend. John Legend. Excuse me.
If it would have been extra. No, it would have been
cool. It's like, hold on, why are you making this?
Why?
Don't act like you don't know why.
I don't know why.
No, see, because that's one thing I realized about you. You ask questions you already know the answer to a lot.
I think that us as humans do that, right? So it's like you even saying that right now. You even bringing that up, right? You know I was going to gravitate to that. So it's a conversation. You want to get this off. So I want to let you know why you don't feel free to call me John Legend.
I do feel free. I just don't like putting myself in situations where people can come attack my character based on shit I say.
Who's people?
Everyone, man. Fuck it. You know whose people are the comments. You especially, because you're gonna try to.
Man, I love us. I'm not tripping about that. That's petty right there.
Yeah, but sometimes you like to be petty.
I go by energy though, so it don't even matter. Depends on what realm we in. Like if we on this stage right here, we having a conversation. So that's that. If we got to jabbing at each other or something like that, And all right, let me get my guard, you know what I'm saying? Everything I need to.
Yeah, but also
battle.
too, it's like sometimes people just keep that in the tuck, where it's like
Yeah.
you know, and then they'll bring it up later, you know. But I'm not saying you'd be like that. That's my.
Oh yeah, no, I could though. Yeah, for sure. That's like a skill though.
It's a skill, yeah, and that's why I feel like you have the skill. I've acknowledged you have the skill at it. Doing the news, I realized like, oh yeah, you got the skill trying to bring up shit, trying to bring up me fighting Yuri. But that was like off the first 10 minutes.
No, but that's because I let you know how invested I am in the world and everybody that's involved.
The world or the Reddit?
Huh? No, not the Reddit. No, hell no.
You don't be on the Reddit?
No, I don't be on the Reddit like that. I've been through the Reddit, but I don't be on it like that.
So you weren't on the Reddit that morning?
Reddit's kind of like, it felt like
it's bad. It's bad for your health. It's bad for this, bro.
Yeah, it's like all junkyard too. So yeah, I don't just dive and just, that's what I'm saying. I don't just bask in that type of shit. I laugh too much, man. I don't even like watching scary movies. Like, I laugh too much. I play too much.
But I feel like you like to be well equipped.
Yeah, for sure.
And to be well equipped, going through that Reddit might help you. Cause look. This is me projecting all my shit onto you.
Mm-hmm.
I do that shit where I'm like.
So what you got on me? Come on.
I don't like doing that. I don't got shit on you, man.
But no. Oh, now you're lying. Now.
I'm not lying. I've seen shit, but it's like I'm not even.
You're unequipped now. That means you're unequipped to do your job.
No, it's more of just like when the energy calls for it, I might bring it out. But the energy hasn't called for it. We just sitting having a conversation.
Why we can't just be two good men right now and just get to some of that sometimes without having to come out in that way? You get what I'm trying to say?
No, definitely.
It's like
it's rhetoric. It's like
USB. Man, let me get this off. It's just nothing but a narrative.
But also too, it's like I feel like in order for me to bring it up, I gotta give a fuck about it. And really, I don't give a fuck about it. It's like, all right, man.
But you give a fuck about it. If I start saying stuff about you, then you give a fuck about it.
Well, yeah, it's called.
That means I control you.
It's called defense.
No, that's
defense.
But you gotta
fight fire with fire sometimes.
But what you pulling out to fight back is something you don't care about, or do you care about it?
I know you care about it. So if I'm gonna try to, if you're attacking me and trying to hurt my feelings, I'm gonna pull some shit out.
You care about or you don't care about?
I'm gonna pull some shit out that I don't really care about at the end of the day, but I know that you care about it, so I'm gonna bring it up.
Put it on the table now.
No, because it's like, what's the point? No, because you're my friend.
You think it means that much? You think it's that useful that if I give this right now, I might not have nothing later?
No. I'm fully equipped. I'm ready to go whenever, man. No, it's not even weird. We're talking about your childhood right now, man. We're trying to get to the bottom of Keem right now. Pause. That was a major pause, but
no, that's not pause either. You're trying to get to the bottom, man. It's not
the bottom of Keem. All right, man. So going back to school and you playing the piano, man. That shit did something to you, that performance, or what?
Nah, it do something for you, man.
When did this like consciousness come into play with you?
What part?
The fact that you're able to sit here and tell me like I didn't want to play the piano because I didn't want the attention, I didn't want to act out, but you kind of realize like, damn, maybe I should have. Like,
no, that's when your self-esteem. That's what I'm saying. That's when it comes down to your self-esteem, because it's one of those things that you just keep going on with. You know that, like, I'm not going to talk to nobody about it. I'm not, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's
So is this some shit you kept inside?
Yeah. So that type of shit is gonna eat at your self-esteem even moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Just let it go. Just address this shit. That's where I'm at in life right now. Like, man, it ain't really too much. My daughter's giving me that superpower though. Like, what are we talking about? It's not even really, I don't even give two fucks about anything. If it's too negative, whatever, I don't really care. It's like, you just gonna have to tell me, you know what I mean, when you see me.
Well, I think there's something healthy about, hey, let's just talk about how we're feeling right now instead of bottling it up.
It's better living.
Yeah. It's like, look, we're gonna figure this out. Yeah, exactly. Or we're gonna, but sometimes people, but like going back to the conversation of the calmest man wins, sometimes people aren't ready for that, or they don't know how to handle that, so they react maybe with violence or, with an unhealthy reaction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, for sure. I get that. I mean, you can't do it everybody, but just for, yeah.
And also too, I feel like
don't play like that though.
I feel like too, if I'm sitting to take the time to really explain how I'm feeling, it's like I'm obviously invested in this relationship. Mm-hmm. Even just to break it down. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't really mean anything to me, it's like I'm gonna just write it off like, all right, like he's in a dark spot. I'm I'm doing me. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So
people be afraid to grow, man. That's all it is. Cause it don't matter.
it's work. That's why
People go grow regardless. Like all three of us in here right now. The goal is to grow. You feel me? Somebody might stay behind, might get stuck, whatever the case may be. When you grow, it's still gonna be somebody. In order to grow, it's gonna be somebody to have that same conversation that you could have had with your partner just 2 years ago.
Yeah, but also too, I mean, the person has to be ready for that though. It's like you could have those conversations. I've had conversations with a lot of people that you want to have some sort of impact, but it doesn't click. And I've been that person too, where it's like people try to have conversations with me and it doesn't click. Yeah. So it's like everyone's on their own kind of time.
Don't be mad when somebody grows. If they start growing past you, be okay. Like it's like naturally it's like you see somebody elevating, you grab their leg, like especially if you feel like we partners and shit. Like, where the hell you going? Did
you have to deal with that when you got hired by TSA?
By TSA? TSA, golly. Nah. I mean, nah.
So how did Keem avoid like gangbanging?
Moving around like that.
That's really what it was?
I seen it early what it was, where I'm making these solid connections with, you know what I'm saying, the people in different, every time I move somewhere.
It sounds like the recipe to be like, all right, I'm about to click up on some shit, you know what I'm saying, for like a young kid kind of going through what you were going through.
Yeah, but like I said, especially back then, it wasn't FaceTime and all that shit. Like you'd see your friends when you seen them. You know what I mean? You had to really go back on that side of town and hope they was home. You know what I'm saying? So, not just moving around and knowing like, damn, this the same, y'all the same. It's me already. It's me, and I'm moving around. If they fuck with me, it's my boy. He should be able to fuck with you. And then I remember the age where like, damn, I had my old friend from right here
can't fuck with the friend from over there.
For my new friend from over here, just for no reason. I'm like, y'all the same type of motherfucker, like. And I seen it like, it's just because somebody said it. They don't even know each other, nothing about each other. Just because the rules they got to abide by and everything. And then on top of that, so like I had my father still, like so I didn't have no outside father and everything, going to parks and shit like that, but in-house, yeah, a lot of game and foresight and shit, yeah, for sure. So my decision making, I just wasn't quick to impress nobody or fall up under nobody, you know what I mean? It's just.
So how did you maintain friendships as a kid if you're constantly moving, you know, and you don't have, you know, like an Instagram and texting?
Well, I'm a loner still though to this day. That's probably a result of it, but I'm a loner. But shit, how did I maintain friendships? That's what I said. That's why I brought up Linwood and Carson. Anywhere I stopped at for like a few years, 5 years and shit, I still got the same relationships. That's where I met Moose. That's where I met.
I was gonna say, Trev. So yeah, where did this relationship come from? It's Moosa or Moose?
Moosa.
Moosa.
Yeah, Moosa. Yeah.
I was like, I've heard both.
Yeah, you can whatever though. Moosa.
Where did this relationship come from?
Carson.
Yeah,
Carson. I live like shit, right block on a few houses down type shit. And
this was before TDE was even a thing?
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
And you guys were just homies on...
Just homies, yeah. Just shit, homies running, you know what I mean? We both chasing home. He going to one school, I'm going to another school. Like I said, this is just like chirp era, though. Rushing home, not knowing, trying to get to the same female, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to get early, rushing to this girl house. It's like the neighborhood little...
So you guys are Eskimo bros?
Nah, we are a little bit. We have been.
That builds the bond sometimes.
I'm just saying, though, like it was me. There's a few of us though over there. Me, Mark D, Trey. Shit, there's a few of us. My brother Sharon. A whole lot of us.
And so, okay, so you graduate high school.
Mm-hmm.
And how does the TSA job come in? You want a drink or anything? You good?
Yeah, I can have some.
We could refill it.
Yeah.
If Kelvin, you could grab that. But where does the TSA shit come from? Because I think that's very important in your story. Because
is it?
Yeah, because from what I understand, from what you guys have said, like you having that stable job kind of helped homies who didn't have it necessarily, and you were kind of the homie that could help kind of invest or, you know, buy supersized meals and shit.
Where you hear that on the
you guys pod every day for fucking hours, so it's like we're gonna here. Can I get a cup too?
That's funny, but
supersized Keem going crazy.
See, you don't want to pause that though.
Supersized Keem, what? What's wrong with that?
You don't want to pause that though. But nah, what I'm saying is with that, I wasn't funding nobody, but
not funding, but I mean, just
it was far as
helping.
Far as at the time, for shit show. It was, you know what I'm saying? The homies just wasn't having chili. They was chasing their dream. And that's the tightest shit to me. Like, that's one of the tightest things to experience, especially at that age. Because when you're young, if you ain't on shit already, if you ain't already en route doing something, you think that something go fall in your lap and these opportunities go be there and it's not there, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, shout outs to them. They was working, you know what I mean?
But you were working too. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like working for something creative. You could work hours and hours and hours on trying to make something creative and still not be paid from it and still not see anything from it.
Right.
And in order to see something from it, you have to invest some sort of bread, some sort of money. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I feel like having a friend who maybe does have that stable job, who does have maybe some extra income, whether it's a fucking meal at McDonald's or $80 for some studio time. I'm not saying you did that, but just having that.
Nah, Roscoe's, man, you know what I mean?
It goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? It goes a long way.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. It was, I was definitely pulling up. They always knew me. Yeah, I'm pulling up with some food because I'm doing that damn near to this day. I'm pulling up with some food, you feel me?
Yeah.
But, us having the jobs and shit. But like I said, it wasn't me though. I used to go out with them, but I was like big relationship at the time. It was Mac and Moose. They was like really the lifestyle of that shit.
Really?
It was like the lifestyle for sure.
And Mac, this was TDE being formed at this time or?
Yeah, that's what the foreman was. Like, well, TDE was already, it became a thing. Mac came, not like that, but yeah, the imprint and all that was made, you know what I'm saying? And, but when it's the culture of it started coming along, for sure, I'm going to hand that to Mac and Moose like heavy for far as like the role they played in the shit.
Yeah, so like how does that
Dave too though. Dave, I ain't gonna lie. Everybody had their crowds. Yeah. Everybody behind the scenes had their crowds and these parties. The artist was literally the artist. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but some of the greatest artists of
shout
the
out
generation.
Yeah,
you know
they was like, work for that. They worked for that. Especially Kendrick, he was working for that. Like, he was missing a whole lot of the shits. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was working. He didn't do a lot of shit. Q was like playing video games and shit a whole lot. I like can't explain it with bro. Like, he was like like the one that shocked me for real.
Like first time you seen him record?
No, just the fact that he even got to where he got. How he is just some shit that I can't explain. Like, how did that happen? He was just lit. You know what I'm saying? We playing 2K. He ain't Dot going, you know what I'm saying? When Dot over there at the studio, Q over there fucking with us and shit like that. Then he'll go get his time. Whatever hours he had, he gonna make what he make. Yeah.
And so how like I mean I just think it's kind of crazy to be able to witness that movement from the real original origin of it.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's tight as fuck. It's tight as hell. But it gives you a whole nother like for everybody behind the scenes and shit too. I just feel like that's why we don't really when it comes to like tangible things and all that, it's just we see it different. Because we was able to go really travel the world and we still traveling the world. And a lot of that shit just cap, you know what I'm saying? So you know, all the artists, everybody, we different too. We was never like in the clubs and shit like that. Everybody's going back home to their family. So just how everybody was already rocking.
Were people locked in though and like knew what the goal was and like avoided, you know, like had to make sacrifices to make the dream work?
I'm sure they did. I couldn't speak for that. I don't know like what they sacrifices was, but everybody made sacrifices to get in the game, you know what I'm saying, or still stay in the game. But, you know, I felt like everybody, shit, it's kind of crazy to say that because we all kind of like get what we deserve too out this shit. You know what I mean? As hard as you work or...
Do you believe in luck?
Yeah, though. Luck is a part of that, though. Luck is a part of that. But bad people ain't gonna hold on to luck for too long.
Yeah, I think luck is a part, but it's not a major part. It's you have to put in some hard work, and you have to put yourself in these environments in order to receive that luck.
Right.
You know, it's like I'm lucky I'm here because I tried to get here. You know, it's like
for sure, yeah.
It's like some shit like
it's
that.
like energy, so that's what I'm saying. Bad
or manifestation.
People, it's all that, and if your spirit and all fucked up and all that shit go land in your lap, but it's not gonna be there long. So it's definitely gotta have a certain type of spirit to.
So what was the transition like coming from this like TSA agent or just my bad? That's not like it's not like a bad thing.
Oh shit!
It's just
TSA
it's your
agent,
truth. Live your truth, right?
TSA. No, that's the truth.
Exactly.
For sure. I never bought into the shit. They gave you a bullshit fake ass gold ass badge. And shit. Like, and I was there
because I'm sure you had to go through a lot of clowning.
Motherfuckers thought, no, hell no.
Oh, the homies didn't clown you for that.
Like, through the airport, like trying to like get me in trouble, not knowing they about to get themselves in trouble. I'm let them know y'all need to stop. They like, hey, Keem, we got that shit in here, man. let it through. You know, they saying this shit out loud and, you know, whatever the case may be. So they'll come through the airport ignorant, saying shit, and I'm like, yo, y'all need to shut the fuck up. It's gonna get ugly for I ain't gonna be able to help y'all in a second if the cops get involved. You feel me? But my people knew. But I'm like, if these airport officers want to trip on y'all, all right.
So what was your title there?
Oh, just regular TSO.
So
Once again,
okay, so like,
bullshit.
what are some tricks of the trade? Like, what are some?
What you mean?
Like you were you TSA through 9/11?
No.
After 9/11?
I came 2007, I think, or 6.
Oh, so before 9/11.
No, that was. What?
Oh wait, when did 9/11 happen?
2002.
Oh shit, hella long ago.
Yeah. So it was like 2006 or 7.
TSA only became a thing because of 9/11.
Yeah, it was. That's the only reason it became.
Oh,
a thing,
wow.
For sure, yeah.
Okay,
It's good money for a young motherfucker. For
I-
sure, good money. I was 19 when I first got up in there.
plus it's like the airport. If you're gonna be tied into anything, it's like I got the plug at the airport. Like
Yeah,
you got discounts on flights and shit.
At first too. Nah, you don't get no discounts on flights as a government employee. But I used to work for a spot called Menzies. That's where we used to be under the plane and shit and all that.
Loading the cargo.
Loading shit, yeah, loading, stealing. Those people are stealers, like, so definitely to this day, I ain't checking shit. I'm checking all bullshit under that plane. Like, we steal for a living down there. You know what I'm saying? That's how you really like the job.
Really?
You got to steal. You got to go in
LAX
that
is
bag. And
shiesty
it's
like
a whole,
that?
what? It's a whole operation.
See, that's a trick of the trade, or a real secret of the trade.
It's a whole operation. You got. Well, you know, but I mean, it ain't no secret either, though. I feel like I know it's not. Do you put important shit under the plane?
No.
Okay, so it's not no secret. So.
But sometimes I put weed though.
Under the plane?
Yeah, you got to put the weed in the check-in bags. You don't put it in the carry-on.
No, you can take weed. How much weed you taking?
Not that much, but
Yeah, you can take weed.
So you weren't stopping people with weed or what?
No, I never did.
What's the biggest low, yeah, the biggest bust you got? Hey, he's taking pictures for shit. He's employee of the month on TSA's fucking.
Oh shit, dog. Listen. I'm trying to tell you, I wasn't considered a good employee up there either. I wasn't a good employee. I'm dead serious. Like,
that's hilarious.
I was disruptive up there. You know the thing when you come into the machine? All my TSA people can attest to this shit though. The AIT, I was there when they first ushered that in. We used to hate standing there. If you standing there, there's always two people, a guy and a girl. You with the wrong person, it's just bullshit. You trying to flirt with somebody or you with somebody, a homie or whatever, it's cool. Like, you can rock with it, but I never liked being with the person that's always trying to do their job and all that shit. Like, you just not fun. So I used to shut that motherfucker down. Like, I used to shut that motherfucker down. I used to unplug it. It's a way you can fuck it up for the day. It's done for the day. So they knew that about me. You feel me? And
then they'd have to go through the old school, like, metal detector one?
Yeah. And they hated this shit because it was all a politics numbers game and how many people they needed to do this. They was running like for years, it was always like a big ass survey on that shit.
So are random tests actually random in TSA?
Not all.
Damn, this fucking fruit fly.
But some of them are.
So would you like see someone and be like, nah, I'm not fucking with bro. Cavity search on the back. Hey man, I've never talked to anyone who worked in the airport, bro. I'm really just curious.
Hey, listen, the thing about that job, right? I would like to say I was pretty a dope agent. You feel me? I was a dope agent, but it do get petty like that sometimes. Somebody come through that motherfucker too.
Someone you don't fuck with from high school. Or...
Nah, not even on that. They just out of pocket disrespect you. Some people just look down at whoever right there. You know what I'm saying? So when they come through with that energy and all that type shit, yeah, motherfucker crash them. They're about to piss them off, especially they flight about to leave and shit.
Yeah. I fucking
crash them. Huh? What'd you say, sir? Oh, you need to. You kind of hostile. You know what I'm saying? You doing all shit like that. Like you need to.
Yeah, but also too, it's like being a TSA agent. Like I'm sure you had to deal with bullshit on a daily basis of people just kind of testing you or just like talking down to you or just being like, bro.
But
like,
you got to know yourself too, though. That's what I'm saying. That's like I've always had that about me. Like I wasn't never trying. I get why certain people's coming through there like that. A lot of them agents is out of pocket. They just doing too much, bro. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you never had any. You never had any like firearms come through and shit like that?
Yeah. Not me, but yeah, I've been.
You see like reports of like rappers and shit going through with the accidental like fucking gun in the cargo
Niggas
bag.
Out of pocket, man. I know the artists. It's a couple artists came through with the dildos in their bag. You know what I'm saying? Having them a good time out here.
Wait,
man.
What's that?
A dildo.
Oh.
You know, like.
And does TSA confiscate that?
Nah,
or
but they don't like it though.
Nah,
they don't like it. If you want to play a prank on somebody, tie
I've seen this on TikTok go viral where it's like a bachelor party and they're going through TSA.
Put some water on it, tie it, and then
as a
put it in
Fed
your homie bag and shit, and let it because they gotta pull it out.
Wait, so that was what you had to pull that out?
No, I had to.
You didn't have to?
No, I ain't had to.
Your colleagues did?
That's what I'm saying. Some people are out of pocket. Like, man, we know what's up though. We know who you are and all the shit. We know what's up, but I'm not. But like, some people are like, I'm about to go check his bag. They just like that shit. They basting that type of shit. I didn't, man.
All right, so what's
you got to know too. My fault. Just cause through the TDE shit too. When that shit started picking up, now I'm at events, right, with a lot of the artists and celebrities. You know what I'm saying, that I was just with 5 hours ago. Now, because I started work at like 4 a.m. type shit. So I'll leave this event with backstage doing this type of shit. And then that's another reason why I wasn't going to go check celebrities' bags and all that. I'm out the way.
I mean, working at LA, it was LAX?
Yeah.
So celebrities are there frequently?
At my terminal, yeah. I was at Terminal 4, yup. Terminal 5.
So there was overlap between you like steadily full-time job at TSA and you kind of helping doing TD stuff?
Overlap.
Like in terms of like you said, I'm working at 4 o'clock in the morning or whatever, and then I
it wasn't that. I was doing that for a little bit, and then bro just kept on like, man, get up out of there. I'm like, bro. For one, I didn't care for airplanes and shit, so I wasn't even like trying to really do that. And I was cool with TSA. I thought I was gonna be,
It's a steady job. I mean, I think that's not like a bad job. It's like I feel like they pay.
It's a bullshit job though, because you a straight robot. They want you to be a robot up there. Like that's why they hated people like me. They wanted you to be a robot. So for what you doing, the time you spending up there, for the effort, like all that high power shit, motherfuckers coming up. You know what I mean? It's too many Indians, not enough Chiefs up there. But too many Chiefs, not enough Indians. But he just kind of like forced my hand on getting up out of there, and I'm like, fuck it, let's do it.
And what do you mean forced?
He just kept on.
He told you like, hey,
you got to get up out of there. Like, fuck with the road.
So he'll present you an opportunity to.
Yeah, for sure. I started off as security first for Q.
That was your first.
Yeah.
Oh shit! See, I'm thinking.
It was really like security first. Like I was doing security with just for the team. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So you definitely weren't the calmest man. How can security be the calmest man? We're not paying you. I'm not paying you to be calm.
Supposed to be though.
Really?
Our security are though. Me, I wasn't. I was, you know what I'm saying? Because for one, I don't like sitting up all serious face. You feel me? And then, yeah, I just wasn't the calmest.
So how many people have you knocked out for Q?
I ain't knocked nobody out. Forget that. I ain't knocked nobody out for Q, for sure. I got into a lot of fights on the road though over the years, but I ain't knocked nobody out for Q.
So Moosa comes to you with this opportunity, saying, "Hey man, like we got this thing going on. What, we're gonna go on tour? Like how do you what do you security for? Like what do you
Just for, I was doing, like I said, I was doing it. I was going South by Southwest and shit. That was just for the squad.
But I'm saying, like, being presented with a security job, that's not everyday work. It's like some days you don't need security. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's for tour. It's for tour.
Because I'm saying, like, in order for me to leave this paying job, like on a weekly basis, like
right.
It's got to make sense for my real life. Like, yeah, it's cool. He's popping and shit, but it's like I got shit to do too, you know what I'm saying? Like,
definitely, for sure. And I was on that for a minute. It took me about like almost a year before I was like, all right, let me fuck with it. Just peeping. I remember I was sitting in a meeting up there at TSA and shit, one of our quarterly meetings, and the dude, his name Jason Pantasia, shout out to him. He was like the big dog, whatever, up there. And he just flat out told the crew, he was like, let y'all know, man, you're not gonna get rich here. He just said it. And I was like, I said it out loud then, like, I think I said appreciate it like that. So I knew that I told the homie, like, it's over now. I'm gonna go just do this. Just cause not even about being rich, it's just, he just let you know where he's gonna get capped out.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Like you can't climb the ranks.
You could, but just to turn out to be
But
him.
even just to say that to your employees, that's not very encouraging.
But if you're talking to people that's scared to go, then they gonna just be more. Cause he was handing down like some discipline or whatever at that time, I guess. But I got up out of there after that. I'm like, let me go just see what's up, man. Fuck with it.
How many times did you almost get fired at TSA?
I had FMLA, man. My pops was sick, so they hated me, man. When you had FMLA, you can miss. I was able to miss 3 days a week.
What's that mean?
Family Medical Leave Act.
Oh.
So my pops was like real sick. It's like on his last year. I almost got fired like once, maybe, but
did you?
But outside of that, I was missing days. Crazy.
Because your pops, or just because?
Yeah, I was milking it too.
Yeah.
But mentally, I needed it too, though. I was going through a lot at that time, and he was going through it, and so I was coming to work 1 or 2 days a week. You know what I mean? And for like 2 years, they hated that, and they couldn't do nothing with me.
All right, so when's the last time you lost a check?
Lost a check? That's a good question. Why you ask that?
Because I've heard that you've almost got fired from or maybe not almost got fired, but you've possibly almost lost some checks. Not saying you lost some checks.
That's funny. No, shout outs. I don't even know when I even said that one.
You said that in the interview.
Oh, I did?
There was a lot of good stuff. I'm sad that it only has like 2,000 views because if you really want to get to know Keem,
that's crazy.
Go watch that interview.
Watch it again my damn self. Yeah.
And you look like a totally different person too.
Yeah,
I gotta say I like the long hair Keem.
The long hair, better live it, man.
Short hair Keem look like he's gonna bulldoze or some shit.
I gotta get it right, but nah, definitely.
Or like, how do you make that transition from being security to what is your title?
Man, it was janky, man. Shout outs to the homies, man. We shout outs, man. Family ran business, doing some janky shit, man. For one, Q didn't even know what I was even out there. He just know me, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, Keem on the road. He playing, fake playing security. That's what it was, for sure. But then, because I really took over Moose position, he was doing that. That was his way to get off the road, and he put me there. You feel me? So, but he didn't ever communicate that with Q or nothing like that.
Okay, so
you were laughing, and then I just started gradually doing the road manager shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So he looking at it like, okay, Top and Moose and them all must have wanted him to do this, and since me and him already bros and shit, he didn't like shut it down. He just like, all right, whatever.
And you already had a relationship with moosa, right?
Yeah, since yeah.
So Q, did you really even know Q like that?
Yeah, I knew Q.
Okay,
yeah, for sure.
So everyone was kind of moving as a unit already.
Yeah, he was cool. I mean, if I didn't know him, it wouldn't be no reason for me to even be on there.
Well, I'm just saying no in the sense of like growing. It's different when it's this dude is my neighbor. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, like I'm just watching him come from. I was with him in those ugly stages. Like you know what I'm saying, he was already the homie. before we even had an inkling that he's about to be on that. You know what I'm saying? He's just a homie. So,
because what was
the homie?
What was the timeline like for like Q wanting to rap, or Kendrick wanting to rap, or TDE even becoming a thing to like, all right, we got some motion?
Wanting to rap, they came in wanting to rap. They all. It's not like we didn't know them before.
They were already rappers. They were already trying to rap.
Like if TD wasn't a thing, then we probably wouldn't know them. Yeah, we probably wouldn't know them, especially Q.
So they already kind of had a scene in LA type of thing. They already put themselves out there as rappers.
No, I mean in the city at the time, if you knew what's up, Dot, we knew about Dot. I ain't know nothing about Q, but at the time, Compton was right next to Carson. So yeah, shout out to the homie D1 Uno. He was a like the rapper we had over there in our section, and so Dot name was ringing. Far as I'm good, Dot name was ringing though. You feel me? So. It wasn't nothing though, you know what I mean? It wasn't really nothing.
Cause is it kind of crazy
how
how
he was rapping?
How big of a task is it for an LA label to kind of bring people from different sections together under one umbrella? Like
Shout out, that's why Top is.
That's like a hard thing to do, right?
That's why he cold. I mean, it's not a hard thing to do. Suge did it too. Snoop was doing it. People did it or attempted it, whatever, but ain't nobody really. It was, nobody cultivated it to me like Top. For as long as, everybody was together. Nah.
How do you think he was able to cultivate it? Like, what's the secret to like...
He was grown. He was much older. Suge and him was getting cats not too much younger than him. Top was a grown man, and he went and got, found some kids to team up with, cultivate and all that shit. So it was just a different leadership, different respect across the board. And he was strict on his, his dealings, like, coolest motherfucker, but as far as that crib and all that, that's where he laid his house at too at the time. So it wasn't you come over here with your homies and all that. Whoever in there is working, and that was like crucial. I feel like to the success to all this shit. Yeah.
Okay, so getting a job with TDE, did that spark your creativity, or like your wanting to create button? Because in that interview that you did talk about how like, hey, like I kind of wanted to be a rapper, but I didn't really have like the confidence to really actually put myself out there as a rapper.
Yeah.
Like I think it does something to someone to be able to observe like greatness being made. You know what I'm saying? Like being in the studio with Q, that shit was like crazy for me. Like I'm just what the fuck is really going on? And I got to see him actually make a song or actually work, like record some shit.
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's motivating. It's inspiring. It's a different type of energy. I can't really explain it unless you're there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What you asking me though?
Like, did that spark anything to be like, all right, let me try to do something?
Yeah, I mean, I see it now.
Or be more creative. Like going to the piano shit is like, obviously you've had this.
I've always been creative. I've always been creative.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying
to say. My
say.
algorithms got me to, and all of this shit. Like everything I did since a kid, I'm looking at it now. Like, damn, no, Keem, you always. That's why you gravitated to where you gravitated to, and you said no to what you said no to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even from the people you hung around. You know what I mean? So it's like, it definitely is in a like. Inspiring environment, especially in the studio. It's crazy because it worked. It's not like I'm not just in studio with motherfuckers where this shit didn't work. This shit working.
Do you remember your first time like walking into the studio and kind of seeing art being made like that? Was it that big of a deal?
It wasn't that big of a deal, man. It wasn't that big of a deal. But to me, low key it was though. I will say that. To see, they did have confidence at the time when I'm like, I want to do that. I want to be able to go in that motherfucker and do the same shit they doing. But no, I didn't though, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. Each year that went by, I'm like, man, I could have gotten that motherfucker.
Yeah, so when's the Keem mixtape coming through?
No, I don't think it's a mixtape. I don't think it's that.
It's a whole album?
I think I'm good with words and everything, but nah, I think it's more so I got to figure out my way in this space. This is really what I do, what I would want to do.
And what is this?
Not rapping though. You know
what is this though?
This,
conversing.
Yeah.
Sharing ideas.
Yeah, it's just platform, man. Platform thoughts, man. That's a good name actually. Platform thoughts is just me. Like this the same position I held every if I did anything in life that I was cool with, it was going to school and talking, expressing myself, or around my family and shit, expressing myself, talking, entertaining. It's always that. It's always, cause I put that with rap because I wasn't seeing enough of this. You know what I'm saying? So once I started seeing this, I'm like, no, this is more than Lane.
Yeah. So how does Keem become a part of the Apollo? Because you would say you're a part of the Apollo, right?
Yeah. Shout out to the Apollo, man. Yeah, Apollo stand up, better living, man. You know what I mean? However, company. That's just we don't even, man. We.
Because it kind of just seemed like everyone just showed up one day and everyone's just like, all right, fuck it.
But mind you, I've been trying to get Mac to do. Mac been on me, I've been on him. You know what I mean? We two similar, but got different ways about going about things and shit. But I've been trying to do this with Mac. You know what I'm saying? And he was always like, I ain't going. I don't want to go live today or do this shit today. He was always on that. But when he in the mood, he be in the mood, and I'll be with it if he called me. But
yeah, because I feel like the Apollo has a lot of potential. Like y'all got it. You know what I'm saying?
No, I appreciate it. I feel the same way though. I ain't gonna lie to you, I do, and I've been feeling the same way too. And I feel like now, I think all of us feel the same way, and that's like dope to know that we all on the same page. But for the most part, we still just, it's a straight hobby that's just working right now. We definitely like.
So Mackwop's not paying you. We're not even gonna get into that, but truth in the detail.
We should be able to get into that. Like what? That's what I'm saying.
But people will call me a pocket watcher. Then it's like, bro, I don't give a fuck. But like, it's one of those things.
Give a fuck or not?
Okay, so look. I always look at things like sometimes there's two different ways to feel about things. Mm-hmm. You could pick how you want to feel because there's reasoning behind both, and it's like an argument. It's like a debate. You know what I'm saying? So
you saying all that, you trying to like ease your question? Like
what's wrong with that? Let me ease into it.
But you already asked.
Man,
the question.
God damn it, pay Keem, man. That's what I'm saying. Is that what you want to hear?
No, it's not even pay Keem. That's not. Hell no, it's not what I want to hear. Keem pay Keem.
And really, I don't even care. Like the money shit is not
a conversation though, right? It's a conversation that it's cool. That's the type of conversation I like having because it's taboo to have them. Why? Why though? What are we talking about? All we talking about is
because people will feel some type of way about it.
Who man? You got to lean in where the love at, man. That's where you got to lean in at. So I'm gonna say this to answer your question. No, Mac is not paying me, or I don't know what he not paying me. It's not. Man, he ain't paying nobody, man. Ain't nobody getting paid on that right now. It's nothing to be paid. You in the game, right? You know it ain't no money like that for the views we getting.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, we're way lower, even for out of focus and shit.
Yeah, like, so it's no money there, man. But if you fuck with it,
and there's potential though.
Yeah, it's no different from the Dungeon Family and all these underground groups that it was just fucking around in that studio creating. Just go create, and then once it's cooked up, trust and believe somebody go come buy it. You can sell it if you want to. Then that's what we just cooking up right now.
Is that kind of like the TDE story? Just cooking, not necessarily not paying people, but just cooking up and just like, because it's hard to find, like being an individual, finding that motivation or that vision to be like, all right, now this has potential, let alone 4 or 5 different people who show up on the same time. It's kind of hard to really gather a group with the same motivation and same vision or just same like outlook on, this has potential. I'm not in it for the bread. I'm in it for just, it's fun right now, but you know what I'm saying?
You gotta just stay with the conversation. You gotta update that conversation. It's literally like a car and oil changes and shit. Like just keep updating.
Because
act like it don't exist or this conversation is not a thing. That's where everybody go wrong at.
Well, because running a business is one thing, but running a business with your friends is a whole different animal. And
because of what you was about to do, felt like you shouldn't even be able to ask that question. Ask the question so we can just, it's nothing. We gonna let the people know that that's merely just a conversation. What do we like? No, I didn't get hurt with that exchange. Did you get hurt? Only thing happened is you learned that I'm letting you know, no, niggas is not getting paid over there. And you can feel my energy and do I look like, I'm not like, not look, but I'm not giving energy like I want to be paid. I'm not even looking for Mac towards that.
Because you're an empath.
I'm an empath and dedicated, better living. Like,
well, also too, it's like
do what you got to do.
It's also too, it's like maybe I'm not getting paid with money per episode, but I'm getting paid by the opportunity of being able to build my own brand, being able to build my own audience, being able to, start dedicated or have people actually buy my shit. So it's like, like it can be justified a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not in this shit for the money.
Pocket watch. I don't pocket watch nobody. But sometimes I done brought up conversations like you bringing up, and then it's criticism with that. It's like, what are we talking about, man? Like I don't. I'm not looking for no money. I'm looking for the conversation, though. Always looking for the conversation.
But I've met a lot of people, and I've had differences with people who are in it for the money. Like, especially in this video shit. Yeah. It's like, I know music video people who shoot music videos because that's kind of my origin, who are just in it for the money. Who are just like, no, I could 1,000 videos three times a week. What? That's like, 7 racks a month type shit, And that's where I feel like you fuck up at. Like I could, like you, like someone who's like that. It's like I could tell you're not really in it for the right reasons. I could tell you don't really appreciate this shit.
And they go gas out. Your shit gonna always stand out, and that's all it's about. You got to be good with it. That's what I'm saying. When I come back to the tangibles, that's what I said about the camp. We ain't never been big on the tangibles, like energy alone, our presence in the room alone is go. Well, that's what we moving on. But it's like, okay, Top, rich as fuck. You feel me? He ain't pulling up in the lot every day, crazy ass, different exotic whips, shitting on, you know what I'm saying? The crew or nothing like that. Not saying shitting on, but that's not the thing, you know what I mean? And so we all able to look at somebody like, okay, money don't mean you're supposed to go, you need all this. Be yourself. At the end of the day, be yourself. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, and I appreciate how we rocked, even though there's times I used to like, we need to get outside more. We need to, like, we too secluded. You know what I mean? I didn't like that. But I get it now. Like my page and everything, I get told like, Keem, go lean in more, do it. And I don't have no schedule. I never once posted that I'm going live.
But people fuck with you.
Nah, people fuck with me, right? And that's what I'm saying. My rebelness. Hey man, I'm cool with that right now. I'm cool with it's gonna die down if I don't, you know what I mean? I'm cool with when I first cracked off, it was like 17K views, and I knew that wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It was too much fluff on that for me. I don't even want to go on that podium and entertain everybody that's not really here for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's why once when it hit like that, I wasn't like, all right, boom, let me just put all the jetpacks on and go. No, I'm cool. I'm just running my race right now, figuring out, watching the landscape, seeing how this shit go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm watching this shit. It's an up and down thing, and it's a roller coaster. But I do believe I feel like I can do it though. I feel like I'm confident enough. Like, all right, Keem, you can do this shit. You could, and I'm playing right now. I could go harder. I could structure up a little more. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said let's just get to it today. Fuck the whatever. Let's get to it today. You know what I'm saying?
Because like where do you draw the line on just like being a free creative or creating what you want and then like building a brand? It's like art versus commerce type shit where it's just like, okay, how do I organize some sort of way to make the most of this?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the balance shit. I'm literally being myself right now, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. And it's not even like,
it's fun.
It's fun. And I'm cool with that. Like, literally, I'm cool with that. My whole thing is energy, because knowing that I can check out, ain't none of this shit promised, I want to be able to say, man, you don't know each other like that, but I know I have 2 daughters. So as much as I'll be myself, the day you come across them, you'll be more inclined to like, okay, I remember your pop's energy. You know what I'm saying? That's energy for me. I'm not really trying to put too much of a facade on and nothing like that. I just got to be me, man, and have fun with this shit right now. I'm just having fun.
I mean, that's important, and I think it shows. But I feel like also too, it's like,
what, man?
It's specific. It's like it's just you, bro. Like for a lot of people to follow. It's in a perfect world, that makes the most sense for people who are watching this and like, I want to start a podcast. I want to start live streaming. I want to start doing this. Like, like a lot of people I've realized they get kind of jaded, they get lost, they don't realize the important shit, and it kind of like this viewership isn't also necessarily a good thing sometimes on a personal level.
What? It's crazy. It's insane. That's why I mean, like, yeah, it's insane.
So
That's
it's a I don't know. It's a beast, you know. You got to tame the beast sometimes, or realize what's really going on. And that's why I say it's kind of like an older man's game.
Give me some, like, you got any constructive criticism for me?
No, I actually, like, I think the main reason people fuck with you is because you're able to ask those questions and you're not really uncomfortable with asking uncomfortable things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you like that. You like that shit. I mean, I don't really have any really criticism, but I did have a question on, like, do you have any regrets in this live space or content space already, like just being involved? Because it comes with a lot of bullshit too.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I was just talking yesterday about this. I almost dropped another one, but I ain't gonna do that. But I was just talking yesterday, talking to the homies. I don't regret nothing though. I don't regret it though. It's just I gotta work twice as hard for what I want to do in this space. For the shit I entertain sometimes. You know what I mean? It's cool because I feel like I'm like that too though. I like entertaining the bullshit and all that too though. But I do got much more else to say and I got other things. But if you watch me, that's why I say truth in the details too. If you watch me, I'm always go, if we doing a 4-hour podcast, 5-hour podcast, there's a couple solid narratives in there I'm gonna throw in there. And I'm cool with them being probably in the middle. And you didn't see it, and you just caught this clip.
Caught the short.
Yeah, you caught the short. Like, I'm cool with that. I get that. I got people in my family be asking, like, what, you know, like, not confused on what it is I'm doing on there. I'm like, well, you probably seen one of these things floating around. You didn't go watch the episode, because that's what I'm doing too. You know what I'm trying to say? So.
But does that ever scare you? Because that kind of scares me sometimes. We're just like, we live in this culture or this, like the internet is such a just like headline space, and people don't really ever look at the truth in the details.
But they do though. Since a kid, I always knew that the truth was the truth really do come to the light. And whatever fashion to do, if you can deal with it before you get there and all that, then shout out to you. But it's going to come. It ain't too many secrets in this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not. So, yeah.
How often are you getting calls about your content?
Calls? Like what you mean? Like
I mean, there's a lot of different type of calls.
Yeah, I get calls all the time. What type of calls you talking about?
Just maybe posing questions, asking, hey man, you know, maybe you ever get those temp checks?
Oh, I get temp checks all day, but like I said, man.
Wait, all day? Man. What's that mean? Like every day?
I'm the last renegade too. I'm the last renegade. I'm the last renegade as well. Shout out to the renegade, to this world. I play a role in this world. I know, and I do it on purpose. You know what I'm saying? I do it on purpose. And I don't, the yellow signs and all that shit and all that, yeah. Fuck all that. Because like I said, if I got hit once first, yeah, we hitting. We go hit until it's a ceasefire. And if it's not, I get it. I respect it too. I ain't tripping about none of that.
So you're... Because
I don't mean, none of this shit, I'm like, bro, I'll be at the house with my girls. This shit is just purely getting on a video, like, waking up and hopping on PS.
This is why I'm so this is what's so interesting about this Apollo, like just everyone's story right now. It's like these guys are like getting this whole audience, and it's just like how do you guys, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like
Apollo stand up. Yeah, I like that. What you about to say?
I'm not saying it like it's just like crazy to think like, all right, you have to go through like some maybe like some rapper-esque vibes, like so you have to go, like building an audience at this age, or not even to take away from that, but it's like damn, like what the fuck is, it's like it's like what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna have to go through some shit where it's like, okay, like I've seen it, you know, and they've all seen it too, and that's why I feel like it works, because you guys have seen success. But it's like, bro, like having those comments, people nitpicking shit, that gets to people. It's hard to remain the calmest man when you got comments talking about me and how me and my homies talk shit and how we get down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it takes a strong ass group to build what you guys are building.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Nah,
and I know you guys are aware of that. Like, I know you guys understand.
This shit, man, like, man,
because it's getting like,
you gotta really listen. I'm saying this to whoever. People gotta come. If it's like that, if they feel that way, people don't really feel that way. I get it. You damn just probably want my attention. You know what I'm saying? Or you just poking at like your own, like it's all these things come into play before it's like it's that personal with me. Before I make it like, oh, you don't really like me, I'm gonna give it 8 reasons as like, okay, you just unhappy, you ain't got no, you ain't emotion, or you know what I mean? All this shit. It ain't me. I'm just the one you can take it out on. I might be the one you can respond to. I just woke up yesterday. Sometimes I like to wake up when I go through the other messages that you never see really, and be some shit in there. You know what I mean? I like to. I'm about to go through your page. I'm about to figure out if I can find your mama and all the shit. Like, I'm on that. Like the dude I met, he know who he is. I'll show you the message.
So do you care about them or what do you care about?
No, I care about. I get it. You just looking.
You're
for
gaining
engagement.
up ammo.
You're just no. You're looking for engagement. So that's a part of the shit too. I can't just always appease to the motherfuckers that love me. That's not what's fun in that. You hate me? You think you hate me? You don't even know me. So, but I understand the sport. This is a PS5. So I'm about to come play with you.
That's how you look at it, like a sport?
But I'm not about to, I ain't gonna beat myself down. You ain't about to, I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not about to beat myself down with it.
Okay, but what about even just that aspect of building this audience with a group of friends? Like do you guys have to go through those growing pains, or do you guys have those conversations of just like, hey man, like
I try to have them online. I'm doing this in real time with everybody, for everybody. Okay. Shit I say, when I say it, you know, it's really as raw as that.
So 100% rawness, that's...
Not 100, because there's some things I'm never looking to, like I said, I'm never looking to bury nobody. That's out, you know what I mean? But far as something that got to do with me and all that shit, yeah, we can have this conversation. Everybody watched us start forming on this shit together. I'm always talking to them people that followed us, not the new person, you know, whatever, shout outs, but I'm really going back to the people we started with, because that's what I said I was gonna do in the jump. And
that's really one thing like I do value about the Apollo is your guys' ability to really break down and see all sides of everything.
Right, yeah.
You know, because a lot of this content sometimes is one-sided, or they're trying to control one narrative, or, you know, and I feel like what's special about you guys is like you guys will call each other out on their shit, which I think is important. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, no, all right, let's...
man. It's healthy, man. Like, and it's gonna be listen, man. That's why I said the stars is made on that motherfucker stage, and it is happening, but nothing in reality. Like, I'm not gonna get ahead of myself, and nobody should. What has really happened? All we doing is getting traction. That's it. Ain't nobody's life changed dramatically and all the shit, nothing like that. Ain't nobody.
You ever think about that though?
What?
Like, damn, maybe my life can drastically change from this shit?
Well, I shouldn't have said that word then, drastically, huh? Because it has changed. It's getting better, but at the same time, like you said, we on Front Street, so I got to deal with the people. People think that I'm supposed to be pulling up a certain way, having a certain house, all the shit. That's what they think, just because TDE is attached to my name. I've been dealing with that for years already. So now, with more people watching, I'm like, I don't know, man. But like I said, just because I live the life off the internet, I think that's where I'm good at. Because I still check out. Put this motherfucker down, what's happening? Once you put it down, what's happening? I'm to the crib. I really got young life at the house. That's, you know, it's a real thing. You know what I mean? I wake up to my daughters. I get home late. I'm waking them up like I'm, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you're dedicated.
Better living. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm also too. It's just shocked how like you guys go 4 or 5 hours.
Well, shit, we doing what's this right here?
We're coming up on 2. You know,
it's a conversation. It's easy.
But sometimes people's egos come into play where it's just like, I don't want to talk this long. Or my attention spans too.
They're probably trying to get $1. They're not really having a conversation. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes we get like that though. Motherfucker got somewhere to go.
Well, people getting that. Yeah. People getting that. Yeah, my bad. Try to clean up the
You
whole
need some
studio.
raid on this motherfucker.
I
That's
got
next
one
sponsor.
fruit fly in this
We'll
bitch
get the sponsor, the raid.
or something. There was a big ass spider today.
But let me ask you a question though. So, as far as what do you say views and all that? Where you feel like you can get paid at in this shit?
I'm more on like the steady route where it's like I'm always gonna be paid. I'll set your shit up.
Yeah.
I know how to work all this shit.
No, just ask straight podcast. Because you like to do it, right?
Yeah, but
So
I think what's different about me is that I'm not relying on these views. I'm just doing this shit for fun, like for fun too.
You don't want the money out of it?
I mean, that's obviously, yeah. I like you'd want money out of it.
How you get the money out of it? Do you know? Yeah, you figure it out. Anybody coming to talk to you about that type of stuff?
I feel like there's a lot of different ways to get the money about it, and
Have you had a podcast about that yet?
no, but I do plan on like I'll talk to you about it.
See why we can't talk about it. That's
All right, well,
one of those things. We can't talk about the resources on this motherfucker.
Well, no, it's more of just like a plan I have, and I don't
if you ain't, yeah,
I don't like talking about shit if I'm not going to execute it.
I get it.
But I think a lot, like a big bag to be made right now is like the tutorials and shit like that.
What?
The courses, trying to have a product that you could sell one time. You can make it. Maybe it takes a month to make, but you could sell it forever.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of where the bag's at. But in terms of this content shit, like relying on the views to get paid is not really realistic. Cause I mean, I've dealt with that already. Like I went through, so like this YouTube originally started on how to teach people how to roll backwards and like smoking weed and shit.
That's crazy.
Exactly. So we went like, you ever heard of the adpocalypse on YouTube? So YouTube went through
Adpocalypse, like the pussy lips.
No, like apocalypse, but
apocalypse,
but they call
apocalypse.
it the adpocalypse.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And pretty much, the story is like there was some non-advertiser friendly content posted on YouTube, but it had like a Coca-Cola ad pop up, and big companies weren't fucking with that. I think it was like some against YouTube policies. So a lot of advertisers pulled their dollars out of YouTube. And a lot of creators lost hella money, like lost a lot of fucking money, like a big percentage of what they were getting on the regular. And this was a time where I was in college and I was with my homie building this shit, and I was like, this is my ticket out. Like I'm gonna get paid from this. This is it. So like dealing with that, it made me adjust and be like, all right, let me find something more long term. And it just helped me get better at the behind the scenes shit, because that's a real part of this whole content equation. So it's more of just like I kind of feel like obligated in the sense to create content just based on my knowledge of this. It's like I kind of be stupid as like, it's like obviously I want to create the best environment for myself and maybe even my legacy, right? So it's like I'm a businessman. I'm trying to create quality shit, but I feel like I have that leverage where it's like I don't have to rely on this shit.
Yeah.
Because either way, I'm getting paid still making videos.
Nah, for sure, definitely. You making videos for the whole? Who you making videos for? As far as like everybody we know.
I shoot, or the production team. We got a team now. We Starving.
Okay.
I do Cocktails with Heather.
Okay.
I do some of the vlogs sometimes. I do like my studio too here, just working here. I rent this out. I have a couple shows I produce a week.
Yeah.
I do like, we just did an ad with Mr. Mushies.
Oh, you did Mr. Mushies too? Okay.
Yeah, like a commercial. We just did a podcast production for Mozzie that's about to come out.
A podcast production?
Yeah, so like, well, you could hire us to set up your cameras and lightings, because that's a real important
y'all gonna
thing.
have time?
I mean, the goal is to make time and to kind of create content about creating content, because the future is everyone's a content creator. Like the future,
everybody has the Jetsons, man.
Everyone wants to learn how to do this shit. Everyone's gonna want to become this.
Yeah.
So it's like I kind of want to build a brand, or what I'm transitioning into is becoming a content creator that makes content about making content, but also kind of keeps it real too. And like, just
so for somebody like
regular.
myself, man, who don't have the finances to like really pay for people like big, you know what I mean? Y'all big brand, right? So if I wanted to, but I got potential and talent, and you know what I mean? How do I get to work with y'all though?
Just give us
98%, right? Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's the words of Kelvin right
Yeah,
there.
yeah. See, it's about 90%. But does it work like that? Because I've been moving around talking to like different production companies and shit. But I feel like I'm talking to like some people. I'm like, hold on now, maybe I'm on the wrong floor.
Well, also too, it's way easier to make high quality content now. So it's kind of like, it's just the game is fucked up. You feel me? Like being able to make high quality content look like.
Should I be confident in coming to somebody like y'all?
Of course.
With no money, but just talent.
You have to have a lot of talent, and I might not consistently fuck with like help you.
So that means you basically it's like an artist, like a rap record label, to where the artist not even hot. You got to be scorching hot down there, and you just don't got no home.
No,
like, come on.
Not even that. I've done a lot of projects where I won't even get paid from it. I'll just put it into the project just because I like the art. I like the music. I like that. That's the thing. It's like I don't have to get paid from this, bro. Like I like to stay in this place of like I'm doing this because I love it, not because I need to. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, fuck with that.
But it's like obviously there has to be a lot of talent. But that's one thing I want to talk to you about. You kind of helped bring talent in, right? Or you kind of
yeah.
That's kind of like you like to A&R some shit?
I do a lot of that behind the scenes without like, it's like, I call it like ghost A&R. It's because I'm not going in there and putting my name down like, I set this up, connection and all that. But yeah, I do what I can behind the scenes. I connect where I can connect. I don't, like I said, I'm a loner, so even when I connect, I don't feel like I got to be in the studio just because I put y'all together, even though y'all know each other. I don't necessarily have to be there.
Yeah, because
but then when they meet and then they build and they go, it's, in 2 years, it's like Keem never, you know what I mean? It can get lost in the whole story for sure. And so it's like
you're responsible for some plaques or what?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Some hits?
Shout out to the people though. I mean, I don't know. Some people have tapped in with me and let me know about shit conversations I didn't even remember having myself, but both sides have hit me like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you the one did this and all this shit.
You know back end though for Keem.
Nah.
But you deserve back end though, huh?
Dedicated,
man. Nah, because if I'm honestly, realistically, if I'm a label, I'm having these up and coming music video directors to A&R some shit because they're really in the streets. These people are their clients. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it's like making a music video. Like this, huh? I like that, but that's the one I'm gonna keep here though, right? Yeah. Is that cool? Well, you offered it though, right?
Yeah. I see some of your eyes. Okay, that's. What I'm
like, I like it. I like it.
For sure.
But shit, I was just saying.
You said the record companies. The
record companies should hire the music video directors as A&Rs because the music video directors are out here in the streets. They're out here getting paid from these real artists with talent. And to be a music video director, the goal is to create some shit that you actually fuck with. Bro, it's
but it can get tricky though, because like say it's you, and say you work for TDE, right? Depending on who you are, now you're going to all these artists. These are up and coming artists. Y'all getting chipped the dollars, not like that, but now you're like, I work at TDE. So now it's a different headache. Because instead of just being a ghost production, whatever, or director, and keeping it that way, now you like inclined to say, I work for TDE.
But why am I inclined to do that?
Because it's just like
I'm
one
not
of those
putting that
things.
in my bio.
Yeah, people do that. I'm not. But what I'm saying is, how can you build an honest relationship with Mozzie and whoever you deal with, and then 6 months later, something like, I work directly with TDE. They be like, hold on, man, you been seeing me, like, what's going on? So depending on the connection, you might be like, yeah, I work with TDE. Just casually though, I work with TDE. Now this person like, well, if you work with TDE, now also I need you to introduce me too. You know what I'm trying to say? Not just saying TDE, but whoever.
Yeah. But that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen with anyone I work with.
All right, for sure then. Well,
if I work with Mozzie, if I work with fucking Adam, if I work with
a meeting with Moose, then you'll have a meeting with Moose.
Of course.
Oh yeah, we'll see what's up then. Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
That would be sick.
Yeah, that is gonna happen soon. Yeah.
All right. Soon. Is Keem a gatekeeper?
Nah, never. I can't be. Not me. That's not what they gonna say about me. They gonna say the totally opposite.
You have the power to gatekeep. That's what I mean. But you don't use your forces for evil.
Man. It's us. We all do. Everybody has the power to gatekeep. You don't want me coming to your house?
You're actually welcome, man.
I'm just saying, but if you didn't want me to come in there, it's gatekeeping. Especially if your mom's not like that or whoever.
I gotta hide you from my mom.
I'm just saying, like somebody be like, I'm cool with him. You're like, man, that's gatekeeping, man.
Yeah.
But we all do, but nah, that's the opposite of B though. That's not.
But going through the industry, I'm sure you've had to deal with, because you even just bring it up like, all right, people saying you work for TDE. And then people going you, that's like some scar shit where it's like, that
it is.
Annoying.
It's not easy, bro. Like being from the city, and mind you, like if I wanted, I'm just who I am. You know what I'm saying? So people be confused on my confidence for whatever they deem me to have. That's on you, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm still pulling up laughing. I'm still like, with less, I'm pulling up laughing. But even when I have more, you probably wouldn't even notice it. You probably wouldn't know, because it's like, I can't explain it, but all I'm trying to say is, yeah.
But
it's a gift and a curse.
Yeah,
having that name attached to you.
I had to go through that working at No Jumper.
Okay, yeah.
So I was there for 3 years, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, yeah, you did, huh? That was what the case was, huh?
Yeah, so we were with, So
damn,
I've dealt with the same thing where it's like,
why y'all turn your back like that?
Can you get me on No Jumper? What you mean? We went independent. Where you know, what I'm saying?
But you went independent once. See, now I'm really thinking about it now. So y'all took off when the people took off, right? The homies took off.
Well, yeah, he got fired.
Oh, okay, he got fired.
And you know,
why he get fired? Let's go back to the other conversation you was having earlier.
Why do you think he got fired?
Why do you think?
I know you got your own. Like, there's a question you already knowing the answer to.
So, all right, so he got fired. Y'all boys already, y'all squad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why you leave?
Shit was getting tricky.
Do
But
you feel like you should have stayed?
But realistically, though, it was like, it was more of just like, hey, man, like, the people I create stuff with are no longer here. I don't know the future of it.
No one was there before them, right?
Yeah, but I'm talking like what I've helped build.
Oh, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm making some stuff with people. I'm doing this thing. Plus, I've already had my own separate studio, and before that, I already had my own, like, you could say, successful YouTube channel, and that's kind of how I got hired. So I was already doing my own shit. I never stopped doing my own shit.
Why you leave, man?
To focus on my own shit.
Why you leave before the homies left? To do that.
Timing's everything, man.
Timing is everything.
It was out of my control. I was dealt with the cards dealt. Sometimes you gotta.
You made the decision. Let me ask you this now: do you ever feel like you should have went back, like, or you should have stayed?
No, I'm just bummed out how everything just happened. You know what I'm saying? Because these are all my homies. Like Adam changed my life. I fuck with him. And like, working for No Jumper opened a lot of doors.
You talk to Adam? You send him a gift or anything? Like, for the love he gave you and showing you, the doors are open? I'm just trying to help us be better humans out here, man. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying I should send him a gift?
If that's what he did for you. If it did something like that for you, for sure.
I'm sure.
You're supposed to tap in with him like, yo, hey, I have to let you know what you did for me.
Yeah, and that was like I feel like that was a conversation we had.
Okay, you had that.
I sat down and explained
All right, cool. So that's solid then. Yeah, you can't. Yeah.
And it's like,
can't complain about
and
that.
it's like, any boss understands that what I was trying to do was always bigger than me working for someone.
Yeah, but you just chose the time to take off.
Would you have stayed?
I don't know your situation.
It seems like you do.
I wouldn't even went. But so
you wouldn't have went?
Nah, I wasn't even going. I would have never went over there for it. Like, if Trev would have told me to pull up for an interview over there, I would have never went over there. Just to pull up on the stream or AD in them, I would have never went over there and did it. So,
yeah, there was a pool of people like with that energy.
And I'm not even saying I'm this celebrity, but like I said, my confidence is my confidence by myself. For me, I went over there. I wouldn't even attach the brand us over there on the platform.
But what about like 3 years ago?
No, I never fuck with bro. I never fuck with bro. But I respect what he do for himself. But for like, yeah, I always seen it from my perspective was like never respect. Yeah.
So you weren't watching interviews?
Yeah, I still do. You watch. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You can't just go 10 to the motherfuckers that you like and all that. You gotta. If you don't know how to do that, then it's kind of ugly for you out here. That's why I feel like I can do it because I'm I'm gonna watch, I'm gonna study. He just said dedicated on his shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out.
So you're watching him, and he's watching you.
I don't know. Listen, I skim through like anything. It's like a bitch, or it's like a fucking
skim through
food.
What you skim through? The YouTube or the Reddit?
No, YouTube. It'd be shit. I like content, so I'm never saying that he don't deliver no good content. I'm not gonna say that. It's just from what I come to the conclusion on, no. You know what I mean?
But what happens when you get as big as Kai Cenat?
Who, me? I think the world will be a better place. I think the world will be a better place for sure. I think people go. It's gonna be an army full of people behind me, happy. You know what I'm saying? Or not behind me, in front of me, side of me, whatever. Like, yeah, like happy. It's gonna be cool. Better living.
All right, man. Let me see. Can you leak any exclusive TDE information? Because I seen you guys on the Boiler Room. You weren't on there, but that
was.
You were on stage dancing?
I was on there. I was right there. I just wasn't like
I don't think I seen you.
Boy Terrell, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's our boy though, you know what I mean? He was in that motherfucker with fur on and some more shit. Shout out to him though, but he wanted to go closer. Now I was right there though, you know what I'm saying? I'm still the same observer, making sure, you know, everybody good.
Because you guys were live streaming. Oh, also too, yeah. You guys were live streaming while Schoolboy Q was making the music video shoot.
Yeah.
When do you have any idea on when that's gonna release, or can we?
The video?
Have you seen it yet? Do you have any rough cuts?
Yeah.
I want to see it, man.
Yeah.
Do you have a rough cut, really?
I got no, I know I do actually, but I just don't know. I do. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I know I got a fish for it. But
just seeing how you operate on set was pretty interesting too.
Yeah, man. It's just a tap in. It's a tap in and tap out. That's a tap in. But that's what I'm trying to say. I'm figuring all this shit out right now. You know what I mean? And for as much shit as I talk on here and everything, it could fuck up things sometimes. You know what I mean? It hasn't, but it could. So that's another reason why I haven't like just dove all the way into this shit. This don't pay me. You feel me? That's still how I get paid. But nah, I mean, Q coming. His album, he hears. You never finish until like just say last day it is turning in. But he coming. I don't know what I can leak though. Like shit, you gotta ask.
Well, I mean, it's public knowledge. You guys were doing the live stream on the music video.
Yeah, you was out there with us in San Francisco. You shot the behind the scenes. You know
yeah.
So you got some rough edits and all that shit.
Exactly. Yeah, we can sit down and talk. We'll have that meeting soon, right?
Exactly.
Better living.
No, I'm gonna set you up with Moose. Cause I do want to see where that conversation go with that type of shit. But yeah, nah, shit coming, man. Rock coming. Q coming. Doechii on tour right now with Doja Cat.
Who do you think the most slept
Reason
on?
tour off the porches right now. Yeah.
Who's the most slept on artist at TDE?
Got him. The most slept on artist? The most slept on artist?
Or who deserves more light?
Because I can go. I'm gonna just do this right now.
Because I feel like it's that question is for everyone.
Yeah, because like,
everyone can fit that.
Yeah, but we're gonna go with Lance Skywalker. He cold.
I'm gonna check him out.
Yeah, he on a lot of Q shit. He's on. I think him and Sir. He cold. He did some shit with Dot. He been with us for a minute, just as long as like SZA and Zay. But yeah, Lance is insane. He just won like 8 awards for like scoring short films and shit. Wow. Yeah, he cold. He definitely cold.
Yeah, I'm excited for Zacari dropping.
Oh man, shout out to my boy. See Zach too though. He gonna come on the show soon. You want to come over here?
Of course. I would love that, man. Shout out to Bakersfield. Shout out to Zacari.
Okay, yeah. I'll get him set up. He'll love that too though.
For real,
he wouldn't know that. You know what I'm saying? But that's the type of shit I'll do.
I appreciate that.
You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Like I like doing that organic.
Open the gates up, man.
Yeah, there we go. So, but pause.
That wasn't that bad.
But nah, man, he'll come over here though for sure. But yeah, Zach. No, Zach is actually insane too. But I wanted to give it to Lance though. Zach didn't win 1 billion streams. I think Lance is the one that ain't got his just doing this shit yet. I mean, he cold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm going Zach.
Check him out.
I mean, Lance. Yeah.
I'm check him out, man. Well, I always appreciate the time.
Yeah, better living, man. What we do? A couple hours, right?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I'm about to go to Apollo right now, man. You know what I'm saying?
We'll definitely have you back on the pod soon because I feel like there's a lot of we could have went.
Nah, you could have.
We could have kept going, man.
Yeah, I finished your bottle. Thank you, man. Nah, we could have definitely kept going. That's what I do. I do appreciate questions, though. I do. That's one thing I always say to people. Like, people always like, they don't know me. I'm like, ask what you got to ask, and we'll get there. Because I'm just, shout out to my daughters, man. They give me so much confidence. I'm just trying to leave my book here, but I'm not the one to go out there and just say it. You know what I'm saying? But if you got questions, I'm with answering it.
Come on, man. Second interview in the books.
Yeah.
Be prepared because more's coming.
We go through, man. I'm going to come through with Zacari here. Let me know who else. You got Zacari.
I was like, I'm a big fan of Q. I'm a big fan of...
Q? Well, you worked with Q already. You was right there in the mix with us. You was in the mix.
I am a big fan of Sir.
Mind you, let you know. Shout out to Trev, though, of course, because... niggas ain't about to just come get no footage like the way you was getting.
Trust me, I realized what it was, and thank you for answering calls when I'm pulling up and making sure everything's straight.
For sure. So it's like
it goes a long way. I'm very appreciative.
Yeah, you in the mix. Once Q see the shit you doing and all that too, that's gonna be easy. You know what I mean? So
I'm all about it will happen when it happens.
Would y'all go on tour? Is a production like this or?
Of course.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
That's hard, for real.
We can line some shit up. We got it all. Man.
That's hard.
Shout out to Keem.
How many of y'all?
Probably like 4 total.
4 total?
4 or 5 total.
So y'all be on a production bus.
You got shooters, editors.
That's like the square bus.
So? We on the bus.
Y'all cool? I'm just saying, as long as y'all cool with that, yeah. Like the square, people don't like being on a square bus. There's no smoking. That's just straight,
focus
ride.
I need that in my life.
That's good too, though. I be wanting to go over there sometimes. I'm supposed to be over there as manager, but I always stay with the homies.
But sometimes I have to document the homies too, so it would work. So, I'm always working.
Yeah. Shout out to Ben though. You don't know Ben. Ben's
he's an inspiration. I've definitely tapped in and kind of figured out how his whole play has been going out, and it's like the fact that he's working with Beyonce and all that. What
I heard you said you probably have. He don't have no fucking second doubt. He going to ask the question. He going to suggest because he stand on his work that much. You know what I'm saying? So he don't give a fuck how crazy he look. And all he did, he didn't even stay with us that long. He was with us, created magic, and boom, right to Beyonce. And he ain't left. He ain't came back to us since.
Wait, so he kind of did what I did, right?
Yeah, but that's our boy though. He's still.
He's a shark.
I just talked to him a couple days ago. Yeah, that's our boy though. He's a shark for sure. And shout out to his pops, Dedicated.
All right, man. Check Keem out on the Apollo. Shout out Dedicated. Like, comment, subscribe. We out.
Better living.